Lordstown Motors is the newest electric vehicle company that will be coming public in the next couple of months. They created a merger with DiamondPeak Holdings, which is a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company, in order to take Lordstown Motors public. So there are a lot of electric vehicle companies on the market right now that have seen an insane surge in share price over the past couple of months. The entire electric vehicle sector has seen a huge rise, and there are a lot of investors who believe in that sector and the future growth it has. So there's a new player in that market. Lordstown Motors has just created a merger with DiamondPeak Holdings, a special acquisition company, in order to take the company public within the next couple of months, and this deal will be closed in the fourth quarter of this year. So this is the newest electric vehicle company, which produces a pickup truck that will be coming on to the market very soon. In this video, we're going to be breaking down this deal, talking about the newest EV company you can take a look at, and we're also going to talk about Workhorse investors who are very interested in this deal and may actually be very pleased with this new company going public, because Workhorse actually owns a stake in Lordstown Motors, which may be nice for Workhorse investors. So today we're going to break down Lordstown Motors, go over this deal to take the company public, and talk about that special need for Workhorse investors to follow along and may actually be very pleased with this new information. So we're going to start by taking a look at Lordstown, but before we do that, everyone, as you may know, I'm the Gen Z investor. Every single day on this channel, I make new videos about different stocks you can buy, overall stock market performance, and any other big stock market news and headlines like we're going over today. Lordstown, the newest electric vehicle company that's going public on the market. We're going to break down their deal, talk about all the different aspects of the deal, and talk about Workhorse's connection to this company. So we're going to jump right into Lordstown. So please like and subscribe, and let's get into this deal. So the electric pickup startup Lordstown Motors is going public. So they actually agreed to a merger with DiamondPeak Holdings, which is the special purpose acquisition company that will do the deal and provide the funding to get Lordstown Motors publicly traded on the market. So Lordstown, which actually owns a former General Motors factory and counts GM as one of their investors, is planning to have its endurance pickup truck in production by the end of 2021. So within the next 12 to 16 months, they plan on having their full service pickup truck ready to be produced and potentially sold on the market. So now we're going to break down this deal and go over what's going on with this SPAC merger. So this is the look of their endurance pickup truck. Beside it, the CEO. We're going to take a look at how this deal is broken down. So if you were familiar with the Nikola Motors merger, same exact type of deal. So Lordstown will merge with DiamondPeak. DiamondPeak is currently traded under ticker symbol DPHC for $13 a share. So if you want to buy into Lordstown Motors right now, this is the stock you'd have to purchase. You can see here the shares were trading flat around $10.30. Then when news of this deal came out, we saw an insane surge up over 40% in a matter of days. Over the past couple days, you have seen a slight sell-off as investors who made some short-term profits, I'm sure, are just taking and locking those profits and selling out of their shares. So Lordstown is merging with DiamondPeak Holdings, and once this merger takes place, the company will have a new name, which is called Lordstown Motors, and be traded under ticker symbol RIDE. So the current ticker symbol DPHC will be changed to new ticker symbol RIDE. Just want to make that very clear for young investors. So this transaction actually includes a $500 million private investment in public equity, or PIPE. So this is actually fully funded by a lot of big name investors. So General Motors is of course one of the investors listed, Fidelity Investments, Wellington Management, and a couple accounts managed by BlackRock. So there's some solid names backing and throwing money into this deal. So GM's $75 million investment includes in-kind contributions that have already been made. So what that means is GM is actually providing more than just money to Lordstown. They may be providing operational advice, different mechanical equipment or different operational expectations and overall procedures. Because GM has been producing vehicles for such a long time, they have the infrastructure and the knowledge in order to help a young company like Lordstown grow and become efficient with production. So in-kind contributions or contributions made to Lordstown more than just dollars. So Lordstown will receive around $675 million in gross proceeds, which they're saying is enough to get the endurance into production. That is absolutely incredible, because there's a lot of EV companies on the market right now that are seeing surges in share price, but they actually aren't even producing vehicles just yet. They have a prototype, they have an idea of what they're planning to produce, but they actually don't have that infrastructure just yet in order to produce those vehicles. So the fact that Lordstown actually has a $675 million gross investments, and they actually are planning and they believe that's enough to get the endurance production started, is absolutely huge. So with this total equity valuation, the company is currently valued at $1.6 billion. So that number, $1.6 billion, is very important not only for Lordstown Motors investors, but for also Workhorse investors who own a significant stake in this company, and we're going to talk about that coming up very soon. So this transaction is expected to close by the end of the fourth quarter, and of course, they plan on having production going by the end of 2021. So we're going to jump over to Lordstown website and take a look at the actual images for the pickup truck. So a very nice, sleek, modern design on this pickup truck. If you want to take a look at this website, they show you different specs about the car. It actually goes over different production options and actually features of the vehicle. It actually shows you a cost breakdown that compares this endurance pickup truck, the EV, compared to a traditional, gas-powered pickup truck. You take a look, very modern, very nice design, unique features only used for this truck, and I think they're doing a great job of catching new, modern, sleek design, which is usually common between EV companies, but also having that traditional pickup truck look. They aren't going crazy, nothing like the Cybertruck, but they are keeping a new modern look, but giving that traditional, body shape of the traditional pickup truck. Before we move on and talk about Workhorse and how it's actually related, we're going to take one last look. So if you're interested in purchasing this company before it makes that transition, the merger is completed in the fourth quarter, DiamondPeak Holdings is what you want to take a look at right now. So you can see a nice, insane surge in share price when this news came out. Slight decline, which may be a nice buying opportunity if you believe in this company over the long term. So now we have to talk about how this company is actually connected with Workhorse. If you're unfamiliar with what Workhorse is or the company, they are a different electric vehicle company on the market right now, and their shares are publicly traded under ticker symbol WKHS. If we take a look over the 5-day chart when this news came out, Workhorse's share price saw an insane surge. They jumped around 25% in a matter of days because Workhorse investors were very pleased with this deal. If we move over to the 1-year chart, you can see Workhorse has seen an insane surge over the past couple of months. Going back to a 6-month chart to get a better eye, you can see for months, this shares were trading around $2 to $3 a share. Then we saw an insane run up at the beginning of June, up shares over 743% gain in shares. Then we saw a slight sell-off. Of course, there's a lot of price volatility with this electric vehicle stocks, but they've been somewhat flat over the past month. So Workhorse is another EV company, but they're actually not producing products for everyday consumers. What their main desire is and what their main focus is on that last mile delivery, and what they're doing is they're producing electric vehicle delivery vans and drones. So Workhorse is a company that's producing these specially designed electric vehicle delivery vans that are going to take products from the last warehouse within the city and bring them from that warehouse to people's homes for final deliveries. They're not the company that's going to deliver products across hundreds and thousands of miles. They're going to take the products from that last warehouse to those last couple miles to the end consumer. So they have specially designed trucks with lower floors, easier access for the delivery drivers, which make the whole delivery process more efficient. And what they're unique about this company is that they actually have a drone system where a drone is going to be located within the top of the vehicle, and that drone can actually be flown by the driver or by a co-driver and taken packages from the truck to people's properties without having a delivery driver physically walking them there themselves. So this is the new EV company, and that's what they want to focus on. Their main goal right now is to not produce and mass produce a consumer vehicle. They want to focus on those EV vans, getting contracts to delivery companies in order to, grow this aspect of the business. And this is a different subset of the electric vehicle market, and that's what Workhorse wants to focus on. So how this company is actually directly connected with Lordstown is that Workhorse had plans of producing this W15 electric pickup truck. But instead, they decided to grant a license to Lordstown Motors for the technology and the design of this Workhorse W15 pickup truck in order for Lordstown to produce this endurance electric pickup truck. So you can see here, this was Workhorse's design for their truck. Look at Endurance's. Very similar design. Lordstown is actually granted a license in order to use the technology and the design of Workhorse's pickup truck. So Lordstown will be the only manufacturer of the vehicle, and they actually have that 6.2 million square foot facility purchased from GM, and they can produce up to 250,000 vehicles per year. That's incredible. So a lot of young EV companies don't have that type of facility. They don't own and operate a car manufacturing facility. They don't own a car manufacturing facility that can actually produce at scale 250,000 vehicles per year, which is absolutely incredible. So a couple key highlights from this deal and what Workhorse investors are happy with this Lordstown going public at such a nice evaluation is that Workhorse actually retains a 2-year, non-dilutable 10% equity stake in Lordstown Motors in exchange for the license of their technology. So Lordstown is now valued at $1.6 billion. 10% of that, which is Workhorse's stake, has a value of $160 million. So Workhorse investors were very pleased to know that their shares in their company owns an asset of $160 million that they didn't a week ago. And now Workhorse will actually receive a royalty for each electric pickup truck delivered by Lordstown. That is incredible. So now Workhorse doesn't even need to produce and manufacture the vehicles themselves, and they're still going to generate revenue from each electric pickup truck sold by Lordstown. So Workhorse is collecting revenue from a truck that they no longer have to produce, and what's good for Workhorse investors is that now that they no longer have to manufacture the W15, they can use that same manufacturing space shifted towards their electric delivery vans and increase production and increase efficiency of the production of those EV delivery vans in order for them to ramp up production and actually grow that part of their business. So this is a win-win for Workhorse investors because they are licensing their technology. They're going to get a royalty for each EV pickup truck sold using that technology. And now they can focus on what they really want to do and collect their royalty payments every quarter and just sit back and watch Lordstown grow their revenue for them. So Workhorse investors are extremely pleased by this deal. And I think it's good for both companies because now Lordstown has, established design technology for their vehicle and their electric pickup truck. They have that beautiful 250,000 vehicle per year facility. And I think they can do big things. I like the design. I think it's very sleek and I think it's eye-catching for new people who are interested in getting to the EV truck market. And I think they'll be a nice company to take a look at. So when the merger gets done at the end of the year, it'll be trading under ticker symbol RIDE. So if you want to jump in, always do your own research, but I just want to do a quick breakdown of this new EV company, talk about them, go through their SPAC deal, and in the next couple of months, I will make new videos talking about any updates regarding Lordstown. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.